Hi, friends. As I've been meeting with some of you on Zoom, you have asked questions about this ideogram hanging on the wall of my home office, and so I thought I would say a few words about that today. This is the symbol for the Chinese word wu, or in Korean and Japanese it would be mu, which means in English no or nothingness. And I have it hanging here in my office as a reminder of a lesson from my Tai Chi and Taoism teacher, Zongliang Al Wang, who is the one who painted this. And he was explaining to us the concept in Chinese philosophy of wuji, which means no ridgepole, literally. And more generally, it means a lack of structure and order, or in other words, chaos. Uncertainty, the unknown. Wuji, we were told, is that condition of chaos and uncertainty that precedes creation, not just the creation of the universe, but all creation, the creation of a new idea or a new story or a new relationship or community, a new way of being. Each of these originates, Song Liang told us, in that fertile chaos of not knowing, of uncertainty. I have it in my office as a reminder to be comfortable with that chaos as I work on creating any number of things. And in this particular pandemic time, I find it to be very useful to remind myself of the fruits of chaos and uncertainty. And it reminds me to keep practicing ways of being comfortable with the many uncertainties of this time, and we know they are too many to count. But we also know that in those many unknowns lie the possibilities of creating something new and desirable for the days to come. And so one of my practices for getting comfortable with uncertainty is to cultivate curiosity, and to do that in a way of overcoming my habit, which I think is a generally pretty human habit, of making assumptions. Assumptions being really just a shortcut to knowledge when we don't have enough information to truly know something. We make assumptions. And sometimes that's dangerous because our assumptions may be wrong. And sometimes it's just unfortunate because when we make assumptions, we pinch off all of those buds of greater possibility that exist in the fertile chaos of uncertainty. Jeremy Taylor, the dream worker and Unitarian Universalist minister, once said that that way of premature closure is what he called that. He said premature closure is really just a form of sin. It closes us off to the greater possibilities that are present in any moment. So I invite you to cultivate curiosity in this time of so many uncertainties, to practice asking questions instead of making assumptions. And I want to say that one of the ways I'm cultivating curiosity today is by asking you to tell me what this pandemic time is like for you today. Would you share with me a joy or concern that is rising from your experience? We know that the pandemic is affecting each of us very differently. And so I would like to know more about how this is affecting you. Each week in our Wellspring Wednesday chapel service, we share joys and concerns or sorrows with one another. And so I invite you to tell me what's a joy or sorrow that's in your heart today. There's a form in the email that's sharing this video that you can use to send that to me. And it will be listed on the homepage of the church's website as well. And if you would just take a minute to share a joy or a sorrow with me and tell me if you would like that shared in next week's Wednesday chapel service. I really want to know. I'm curious. I don't want to make assumptions. So please join me in this cultivation of curiosity, this willingness to live with uncertainty and to ask questions of one another instead of making assumptions. I hope you can do that by listening first and foremost to your own heart, and then to do that by asking questions of one another as well. Take good care, friends. Be well.